Welcome back, everyone. How's it going? Luminosity, Rogue, map 2, Mirage. This one should be interesting, considering Rogue took map 1, which was Luminosity's pick. Now we're on to Rogue's territory. It makes for an interesting little bit of a story.
Yeah, and this story brought to us by our great sponsors, Intel, Western Digital, Microsoft, Samsung, and Radeon. Shoutouts to them for making this tournament possible, right?
Shouts. You hear who recently passed away lately?
Stephen Hawking?
Big Bible thump, man. That guy was genius. Love him. If you don't know who it is, Google him, and you'll be blown away.
He wasn't a football player?
Wide receiver for the Steelers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love how that's what you go to because of the team preview thing the other night. And now you, like the wide
stuck in my head.
The Steelers is stuck in your head. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. LG with this aggression towards B, they actually get spotted. So that flood molly ends up working out in Rogue's favor here, as none of the LG players can really fight towards middle, and Rogue end up taking towards that connector, and they're running up into that A bomb site free of charge here. Nobody being exchanged. Cello picking up one as he does. And second, maybe even a third for Cello. But Hiko's going to put an end to him.
Nekis sneaks in towards Ticket Booth, and that's flanked from Yell. But Hiko's wise enough to peek it from Sandwich. Now they're going to double peek from stairs as Hiko crosses. The bomb still stuck on Hiko's back. He can't plant it with Nekis being in CT as he is. This round is kind of just a coin flip, and Cadian should secure it. No matter the outcome of the flip, it should be going Rogue's way now. As they're just going to hightail it to B. 50 seconds. Yell will fight GMD. And it's not even a fight he'll win. Rogue pick up pistol. But that was hectic.
Yeah, Rogue now on like we were talking about, their map choice here. So obviously they're going to be a little bit more comfortable on it. However, Luminosity don't hold anything against them here. That first map, they started coming alive, and I feel like if they just 1 or 2 rounds swinging their way, I mean, they could have very easily won that first map. So Rogue right now, they have their work cut out for them. Going on to the second round, we see the armor buy from the Luminosity side, as well as the aggression double up on Cat. Let's see if this can start the round off the way the Brazilian side need.
A mixed bag of surprises on the Rogue side. Eco Galul, Mac 10s, AKs. As PKL will play close and personal. He's the bouncer of A main. As Cello will play back triple. The CZ certainly has potential to find multiple kills in that small 12-bullet clip that fires at a decent rate. But if controlled properly, it can find multiple people. Some flashes come over. PKL dodges flashes, but you have to imagine they check this corner, especially in the type of round like it is. And GMD, he'll take a gush, but he'll find the kill. And Cello lost a teammate, now may lose himself in the moment. He stacked triple, finally connects a shot, but has to reload. And it is just looking very grim right now, but somehow he gets another one. He's down to 2 bullets. Nearly a double dink. A dink and a body shot, I think that was on a Hiko. As Yell in a 1v2, 1 shot on Sick, and a shot on Hiko will close the round out.
He actually had an opportunity there to hit Hiko as well now. Hiko getting that bomb down 6, move towards that CT area. Hiko's actually joined him as well now. Yell being flashed off. He still thinks there's somebody in the site right now. Rogue should be able to close this one out, and yeah, Yell doesn't even go for this round. He's going to save that Mac 10 armor. He's got a flashbang and a deagle, so dropping that deagle to his teammate next round, he's going to hang on to that Mac 10, and not a bad round out of Luminosity here. Once again, doing some pretty heavy economy damage. Same thing that was happening on Cash.
And I think you summarized it perfectly. They did enough economic damage early that it came to the point where if they pick up 1 rifle round, they get like 1 or 2 more rounds. And if Hiko stayed in back CT spawn, does he live there?
I'm not sure where he even went to exit.
He ran to back murder hole.
Ooh, probably not. He probably would have died in he would have died in CT. Yeah, he would have died in CT as well. He needs to make it towards that B market area, I think.
Rough.
Going to murder hole, I think that's just a little bit in the bomb range, just on the outside. I call it vent, but...
Oh, okay, yeah. I just call every vent that's shaped like that murder hole just because... I don't know. I don't know, man.
Quick cat split here from Rogue now. Look at this. Yell on the other side of the smoke. 1, 2, but they're Rogue pressing this attack here. They're losing a couple of people. Cello getting taken down in final. Rogue up 3-0 to start this second map.
Sick could even drop an op if he wishes Acadian, do a flat-out trade. GMD will, of course, go for the AK. M4s aplenty for Luminosity in the first rifle. No zooms in the first rifle round. For either team, it'll be just AKs for Rogue. As they will defend one player. 2 players underpass. Looks like actually all 3 is sickle. 1 pop flash over. Showtime will play towards Van. They will. 1 flash seemingly baited out that smoke in response, but it looks like actually Showtime jump spotted and held on to it. So Luminosity spotting for info. Neka's in ladder room. Has to be very quiet as Rogues just simply walk out for mid control.
Doing a little bit of a cat boost here, spot any aggression. And Yell now towards that middle. He's going to take his jiggle peeks and might actually, yup, gas is 1, but Cadian. Great protection, great timing towards that middle. He's able to pick up the kill onto Yell, and now A-site starts to develop.
GMD flashed through the smoke of top connector. Will they find the top balcony player? They will. Jello wanted to fight towards connector, not expecting Vice to be as patient as he was towards Palace. And this round is just simply over. As soon as they started taking fights, everyone from LG just gets dropped. Rogue keep 5 alive. Luminosity sent back down to the economic pit as they will buy upgraded pistols. But this game's starting off very similar to the cash one.
Very fast from Rogue out towards his middle. This cat presence from Vice being taken down first, and now he's gonna find 2. A second one onto Showtime is sick, making that contact towards Cello at that jungle area. It is gonna allow Rogue now to move up towards that catwalk stick, picking up a kill of his own. And B-site open for business. It's Cadian fighting towards Cello in that market.
Cello's gonna try to fight. May he find sick? He will not. 5-0 Rogue. Pretty much identical. I believe Rogue did Rogue win 4 straight, and then Luminosity picked one up. I think it was 5, and then LG picked up 1. Memory is already faulty. Not a good sign.
It was like 6 or 7 in a row.
6 or 7 in a row. And,
yeah, and then Rogue again ended up dropping one, and then they ended up picking up another.
What's the smoke from Kate?
Or
Okay, it's
following
the running
2.
window one. Did he get blocked? I think. No, it hit. Okay, it looked like it got body black for a second there, but he's all good. GMD just gonna wait, see if a top mid push comes in. LG not showing really any aggression across the map. A simple jump spot towards B apps, a player catwalk. Fairly popular positions being played across the map. Not willing to take the first death of the round as GMD continues to hold top mid. Neck is back in his ladder room. Pre-breaks the vent this time. As Rogue looking like this could turn into a B split, but they are just going to get like B control. Eco and Co. It gets a molly out, it gets a nade out, gets a smoke dropped. And with a minute, they've done a great job of starting to bait out some of this utility across the map.
Okay, now Rogue opting for that mid presence now, and I think they might be moving towards maybe a cat split here. Those was a good nade set towards B. That pulls back Nekis, allows Rogue to have just a little less of a chance of making that contact towards middle here, and now you see them drifting out. They are moving towards A, actually, in that connector area. We do see Cello pinched in that jungle. And I do believe that's Vice again, lurking towards the A ramp, and any second now, we see Rogue starting to develop, and there it is. GMD taking down Cello to start this A bomb site.
And they'll check Dark. Not a single kill for Luminosity as they all just fall. They walk. Simply just take the fights. Rogue are fighting.
Where are you getting these calls from, bud?
Me?
Yeah, dark.
That's
what happened to
underbelk. Underbelk, dark. What?
Eco has an inkling. Oh man, too bad you can't spam CS:GO. GMD's gonna pick up the kill onto Showtime. Eco, I bet he wishes it was 1.6 because every single shot was on him through that smoke.
What do you prefer? Do you call dark or underbelk?
It took me a second. I'm like, dark. He means underbelk.
Yeah. I have like. Here's the thing. I watch so much Counter-Strike. I have like 2 colors for every spot, which kind of sucks. Then in my mind, I can't pick like back checkers or drip.
Back checkers.
Yeah. See what I mean?
What?
Ladder room or what the Europeans call it isn't stream friendly.
Ladder room. What's ladder room? You mean Lego? Cat room?
W house.
Cat room?
I'll message you it.
Oh man.
Yeah. So like I know like I don't know. I in my head I can't pick. So like even in a game, dude, like when I'm playing, I do need to just pick a call and run with it. But every team has different calls.
For sure.
But I guess as a caster I should default.
I remember when I first started calling at a spot for Cobble that only my team had, and I had to realize that I needed to stop calling it that because literally there were only 5 people in the entire world that knew about that spot.
Yeah. Crazy. I don't know. Too many calls. Not enough places to call. If that makes. I don't know. We need more original names.
I like this from Rogue here. They're going for just a standard A execute. They're gonna molly under belt. They know that the opponents are on eco here. And the standard A execute's amazing because they're all going to be able to ship out. They're fighting pistols at a distance with AKs, and look at this, cleaning up so easily here. Maybe 1 or 2 kills go their way, but not even that. As a very clean round. Rogue, they're off to the same start here, Keith, that they were on Cash.
Wow.
Let's see if Luminosity are going to start that pattern back as well and pick up their first round here going forward.
Let's take a look at the last 4 rounds. Round 4, 5 members alive. Round 5, they lost 1. Round 6, they kept 5, and round 7, they kept 5. Keep in mind, that's 2 rifle rounds as well. That is just clean. And I like the way they delayed that. They threw the smokes and just waited, see if there's any counter nades, anyone getting pushing, and then just simply just walked out a little late. At least the double up might be the answer here for Luminosity, and it is. Nekaz gets the first. A swift peek. Decisive one. Catwalk as PKL is decisive. From triple, he gets a 3rd. Look at him go as he even gets the 4th. PKL shows you the power of Tribox, and he just goes to town. I thought he was only going to get 3
that round, basically, PKL keeps up 2 great kills out of the halls. The trader comes out Tetris box, and he's looking to pick up that easy trade. He jumps onto Tetris box, holds it for a little bit, and actually slips off when PKL peeks out on his end of that triple box. And unfortunately, right there, PKL gets the advantage. He goes to repeat, and PKL gets a very, very easy 3rd kill. The final person on default moving in. Nothing really for him there as Luminosity, like I said, picking up their first round here. Have you heard about the theory?
The 7-1 theory, or is there another theory?
Yeah, the, like, everybody ends up winning around, like, 7, 8, 9 rounds. That's usually when you see the opponents pick up their first round.
Is the theory that they pick up 1, or the theory that they string a couple together?
No, it's just that's where they where the always pick it up.
That's where your confidence starts to overlap, and you perhaps get a loot drop around, I guess. Okay.
Exactly, and that's exactly what happens here. Is Rogue loses their first round to Luminosity. 7-1 is your scoreline here, and Rogue moving back towards that A bomb site as we currently speak. We see Luminosity, Cello, the aggression towards middle here. He's going to begin a flank as this A execute happens.
Detail pushed up to default. Trusting team flashes, and he gets a lovely headshot on Sick, but Eco, the moving AK, to refrag and yell.
Look at Cello.
It's so hard to account for that, and yeah, now Cello, I mean, you can barely account for a bench swing, but now this flank, as quick as it's happening, bomb just went down, and he's in A ramp. Eco's gonna try to come back to A ramp, and he's just completely caught off guard, and it's Vice in a 1v3. Molly behind him, forcing him forward, loses the fight to Cello. A gorgeous flank, you love to see it. That's 7-2.
Yeah, that all came down to the Cello flank. At that point, once Cello makes the call to his teammates, hey guys, just stay alive, maybe throw a couple flashes, get them scared of peeks, but I'm on my way A ramp, you guys can just hold tight, and that's exactly what happens. Very easy kill onto the post plant situation on Hiko there. And then he knows where the second terrorist is, so he drops that molly into Halls, forces the terrorist to either save his AK or push out. Vice chooses to push out and try and make something happen. That's another easy kill for Cello. And Luminosity get their second round on the board.
The one saving grace is look how much money Rogue still have. It's kind of crazy to be like they're good for another 2 rounds after this, just because they've kept so many players alive throughout the last 4 rounds before the 2 they've dropped. That they're still sitting pretty, but it comes to the point where now it's kind of like the shoes on the other foot. Luminosity have done a good job of keeping members alive and building their own economy, and so we're getting to the point where it comes down to who can break
right
each
now
other
from
first.
Yell towards middle. He's cleared that entire mid area off, and the 2 players, Neck is posted on that upper B area. Showtime up there as well. He's going to make that contact off of Nekis' first shot, and LG in a good spot to hold. Once again, Yell on the flank as well.
Will Showtime find success? He looked away for so long, and a little bit of a flick from Hiko as he was expecting him to be there, but it came a bit delayed. But he's still able to get it. Bomb goes down, retake with 3 mollies on P for a retake. That's always helpful. That nade deals good damage. Molly towards Van. That'll stop anyone from Rogue from going back there. Plus, that clears it out for LG, so they don't have to worry about it. Nekas mollied off from Door himself. Flash goes out. And
another save.
Yeah, they're falling off of this. A double op retake on B is difficult alone.
Yeah, and well, basically it came down to Yell. He saw that he was flanking B tunnels, but there was a smoke behind him actually in upper B. So he's got to force that with an op on top of it. It's just not a good look right now.
Look at this hunt.
Ooh, Cello getting taken down. That's 1 gun dropping from Luminosity right now. And let's see if Ro can pick up any more here, as we do see Vice towards CT. Next is alive. Vice getting taken down as well from PKL. And Luminosity keeping their weapons here. 3 guns up. They saved that double op setup, and that is massive keep. Look at the money, however, on Rogue. They were more than comfortable chasing that. They're going to be buying up, no problem whatsoever. And that's a testament to the amount of rounds they've won. 8 rounds here, very early on here. 8-2 is our scoreline. This is nuts right now.
Getting a little out of hand. Will it be reeled back into comfort for LG? As Rogue do their typical top mid take, at least throw the utility, see if there's going to be an answer back from LG. GMD continues to hold. Hiko, I believe that's a balcony smoke. A nice one, a safe one. As Cadian will meet up with him, and someone is... I thought someone was
moving back towards that B bomb site now is Rogue. Just trying to draw over a little bit of presence, and I do like this idea from them. They're going to keep Nekas and Showtime honest towards that B-bomb site, essentially. As they work towards lower, it does look like they're going to be working up. Maybe that connector presence to be created, and then jungle to be split on. Oh, great kill by Sick. Cello doesn't even... He sees his hairline. Doesn't even see his head. Sick picks up a great kill there, and there it is. That jungle split started to take hold.
Left his hairline diagonal. Nekas. As Nekas and Yell, the double op, starting to find success. PKL pushing a ramp. Will this get cleared by Hiko? He's been caught off guard before, and no, he'll win the duel at Showtime alone. He knows where Vice is, he knows where Hiko is, and he has a pretty good idea where GMD is. This Molly locks him in behind this ticket booth. Bomb should go down, Molly spreads, he
oh my gosh, he made his way out.
Yeah, but that's as far as he gets. He'll land and lay beside his brother, as it's 9-2. Oh.
Okay, there, Rogue. They actually had an option to pick up the op, and they go against it. 5 AKs is what they're feeling right now, and they're going to keep rolling with it. And honestly, in my opinion, it's not a bad idea on a map like Mirage. The 5 AKs that keep you mobile. Sometimes an op does add a little bit of a mobility issue in terms of fragging there. You know, the op has to work a little bit harder for its angles. It has to do a little bit more. So having 5 AKs keeps you a lot more mobile. Everybody's allowed to take fights a lot more easily and be a lot more aggressive. So I do like this idea from Rogue.
Here's the mid aggression that Rogue have been waiting for. We'll go for it once more. Sick will smoke. Smoke's rain in. PKL. Played this position before with the CZ and is pushing a ramp. But with an M4, perhaps he'll find a bit more success, and he will. But GMD is quick and nice movement to avoid the bullets, as he'll trade his fellow brother. They get into CT. The op may just peek into this and deny the plant. No. And now, not only did the op not peek, a fresh smoke just bloomed. So this retake, although they're a man up, there's another smoke. Jungle Vice just escapes death, but that jungle smoke's bad.
Yeah, it's kind of beat jungle smoke there, and Flash is now raining in. Vice is going to peek off this Flash towards that jungle. And he's going to be taken down by Yell in the sandwich area. Luminosity should be able to retake this now. Yell picking up another op kill. Hiko left in the situation. Oh my gosh, Hiko. Can you do it, buddy? He cannot. Yell picking up his third kill of the round. Bomb being defused. Luminosity. Third round on the board here.
No oh my gods for Hiko yet. We'll save those in the back pocket.
There was a brief moment where
you see him swinging there.
The CT was looking towards the first CT that Hiko actually killed was looking towards heaven. The second CT was lined up with him, being body blocked. So Hiko had the opportunity to double there. He wasn't able to convert on that, but that's really where I saw the moment of the 1v4 taking hold.
GMD top mid. Yell, great flashes, and Cello is left for dead. Nothing Yell can do to help his teammate there. Nice flash from Nekez. He's been playing great with his utility, and now he's just going to play off of it. Moving in towards ladder room. A missed smoke gives Nekez an opportunity. His teammate will flash the double peek. Oh my goodness, they're just going to town. Fighting mid. Aggression meets aggression, and Showtime steps up to the plate, and he hits a home run. Vice is gone.
Yell gets caught.
Yeah, Yell caught rotating cat, but Showtime. Lovely shot on Hiko, 2v2. He'll decide to pick up the op here for Cadian's cross. And I mean, why not? Cadian will molly towards the get right. Showtime can continue to stay here. Flash out, misses, gets the leg onto the pistol. Not sure how it was a leg as GMD's in a 1v1. And he has two options. You plant, you wait for rotates. I guess he has three, or you run to A. I guess I kind of painted the whole picture.
I hope GMD, before he plants, just take a quick upper B.
Yep.
He does, yep.
He spots it. Oh, but he's so low.
Yeah. Yeah. Great job by GMD, though. I like that. He doesn't go for the plant. He just says, you know what, let me check my back real quick. He's rewarded with that information, but PKL just charging up. Very easy kill for himself on a low GMD, and Luminosity stringing 2 rounds together. Let's see if this will continue, and they'll be able to get a third, or if Rogue keep that pattern going, and they're about to win this round now and send Luminosity onto that eco. Or force by even. Sorry,
I like this from Yell. I don't know if he mollies himself ladder room to create this angle for himself. We've seen it before, but it's so brilliant, and it works to just pure perfection for PKL. Shroud, 200 IQs in chat. Molly, he goed out. He's gonna push up. Easy kill for Showtime. Vice 1v5 and gone. Luminosity. It's something about early rounds in games that they don't click, and then all of a sudden they turn it around out of nowhere.
Yeah, and that's why I dropped doing the early window smoke. I like doing it after I take the top mid control, just because of the fact that molly trick that Yell pulls off there is so deadly. So deadly if you don't have that top mid smoke. That's exactly what happens there. Great job from Yell taking advantage of that window, dropping a molly, putting it out. That smoke in a very opportune position for him. Rogue now giving a lot of respect, very slow, very methodical default from them. Vice lurking towards that A ramp. We might see him look for a kill before any action takes place, but that Molotov might actually push him out, do a lot of damage here. Let's see if that spreads. Don't think it will. Vice is going to get away with this.
A lucky man. As Hiko does what he does best. He sneaks up underpass spotter with an op. Falls back. At least fakes the fall back, but he's running, so they're aware he's still close by. As Yell will drop his smoke.
Ooh, I think Hiko got heard by Yell, though, towards middle now. Yell heard that jump spot from Hiko towards that catwalk, and that's going to give a little indication that Rogue's up to no good towards that middle connector area. And Vice, there's that lurkout kill starting on Cello, and once again, the jungle split taking hold. Sick onto PKL. A site's open for business as Yell tries to defend this.
They smoke him off and molly deep so he can't fight behind the smoke. Forced to rotate around to CT. Bomb getting planted back triple. Hiko and Cadian can buddy up towards a ramp, and they will leave Sick in towards connector.
Go pick up this kill.
Oh,
Huge.
Now they know
Massive.
behind them is clear. Are you kidding me? As Yell jumps in, flash over. Yell. And I like this. Rifler jiggles. He's after. There's Hiko hitting an insane one-tap. We didn't capture it, but trust me, he was moving as Cadian swings second, and that's 10-5. Good half from Rogue. But even, you know, I think that recovery was just phenomenal from Luminosity. The way they started to pick up rounds, individual players started to step up, but it was almost too late in the half.
Dude, that shot by Hiko was nuts.
Dirty.
Did you have the cam on him for that? Because we
were on board with.
No, I mean, were you watching Hiko cam?
No, I was on Kevin cam.
Oh man, that was some good Hiko cam.
Some good old Hiko camage. Was he moving or was it just like a jiggle tap? You have to describe it to us now, Evan.
He just peeked off the flash and got a really nice one bullet.
Damn.
Like a really nice one bullet
now,
off the flash.
Do you think that's the best feel? Like, what's the best feeling in this game? Because right back in 1.6, it was getting that headshot with a deagle, right, or even the AK. Is it still the best feeling in CS:GO, or is it the USP one tap? I don't know.
I like wall banging people with ops.
Okay.
That's like the best feeling to me in CS:GO. Like getting a wall bang in CS:GO is the best feeling because it doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
Like a 1.6. Like, if you played 1.6 Nuke, for instance,
oh my God,
you'd be spamming for the first minute of the round, every single spot the CTs could be. And chances are, when the round gets to end game, the CTs are at 50 HP, like, a couple of them inside. Nowadays, you don't really see any wall banging on Nuke, right? It's the outside smokes, people drift towards lower, they do the early ramp work. But once in a blue moon, you get that wall bang on the rafters, upper Nuke from the outside tees, and boy, is it nice.
Is it still doable to do the nothing? Yell Gilbert through the floor?
No, God,
is that
no.
possible?
You mean from outside to inner?
Yeah, from upper A to lower B.
No.
That'd be sick. By the way, side note, since we're talking about Nuke, I really like the layout of new Nuke.
I am not a fan.
Not a fan?
Not a fan. I feel like now inner, it's for another time. Maybe
we'll talk about it.
Maybe in the next map, maybe in the next series coming up. I'll have the opportunity to see Nuke on the field, and we'll get a little bit talking about it. But right now, we are going into this second half. Right now, Rogue up 10-5. Let's see what happens here.
Hiko, very selfless man. We'll get the smoky kit. And it looks like they're sending 3B. And the fact that they're running towards Van tells me they're straight up fighting. They're just going to push
No. Oh, yeah, from the Rogue side. But they're going to push into this fake now. And look at Luminosity. They're set up great here to stop this.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, GMD! Oh, he gets 3! GMD. 3 letters in his name, 3 kills. Neck is pushing through a smoking CT. 6 should have an easy one. And, yep, takes his time, lines it up, yells alone. Comrades have fallen. And you think the Glocks in that situation are perfect, but out of nowhere, the French-Canadian will strike. That's how they get you, out of nowhere.
Hiko finishing it off. Great shot onto Yell there. And Rogue continuing on what they started on CT. 11-5 is your scoreline. And I was borderline ready to call him GM Jesus right there, because that was a great effort from him.
How do you pronounce... His old alias used to be Guimond?
Guimond.
Okay. Yeah. I think he changed it because I couldn't pronounce it. Like, a lot of people couldn't pronounce it. Every time I casted it, I butchered it, and I felt terrible.
Well, he's French, and it is a French last name. So, not for the English tongue necessarily to perfect, right?
That's a perfect excuse. Well worded. I will use it. Cello. Pushing underpass. Sick. Likes the flash device. The peak. Full blind except Cello. I think he was in the cubby, so it didn't pop in his face.
Cello actually did the damage for Vice there. He dinked his teammate. And that is unfortunate. Yell down to 14 HP right now. The trade does happen. Cello does fall to Sick in that window area. And now Luminosity. Not really too many nades here. One flash, smoke. We have an isolated Hiko on that B bomb site. No Molotov either. So the terrorists are just going to be able to plow right out.
Jump spotting with a nade. Sade will more than likely pick up Yell, but it looks like Yell will be in the front, so maybe not. Comes down to how early Hiko spots them. He's seen it.
He spotted it. Yeah, yeah. Maybe.
Oh, he's not going to toss it,
Double
maybe?
checking. Oh, there it is. But is that enough damage? It's not. He catches a flash. Almost gets sniped. PKL getting the trade. 2 Famas kills for PKL here. B bomb site is starting to open up for the luminosity side now, but that bomb down towards that catwalk. And look at this flank from Cadian now. He's made his contact. He's able to take down PKL, and it's all down to Nekas. What is he able to do with that Deagle in tow?
This round is absolutely crazy. And he misses opening shot, and Sick takes full advantage, but damage, not too terrible coming in from Luminosity. Run problem, no bomb plant. They have to go for a full save here, maybe a flash. And Rogue will go on to 13 before rifles come out from LG, assuming they don't lose to Glocks, which that has to be the worst feeling in CSGO. Honestly, I think losing to a full eco Glocks or USPs is worse than knife for Tasered. Then again, there are P250s because they're so cheap, so tomato.
Oh, just bunny hopping right out of halls here. No contact whatsoever. And the plant almost going down, finally being stopped there. And that is it. Rogue picking up a fairly clean round, only losing Vice right now. But look at Six sitting at 18 and 8 right now. GMD 18 and 11. Those two are playing really great games right now. And Rogue looking to close this one up as we move into the first gun round. This is a huge gun round for Rogue to pick up here. They'll send Luminosity back onto that 4 spy. Maybe we'll see the pistol's armor. But if Rogue are able to capitalize on this, this puts them in the driver's seat the remainder of the second half.
Cadian will not land. Early smoke from Cello, but they'll exchange the molly for a smoke. And GMD pushes in front of the smoke, and he'll even have company. He is not alone.
Cadian. I think he's going to be able to pick up the first frag here. Cello, though, on that aggressive B, putting an end to it onto GMD.
Nade. 20 damage. Vice takes a fight with 2. Underpass. Sick. Holds his old teammate spot, and he's only able to get 1. Cadian, his rotation's on time, but a smoke will greet him. A smoke screen blocks his way, but he has legs, and he will come through it. Finds Showtime and falls off. Now he makes his retake doable. Considering the bomb hasn't gone down yet, there's a lot of time for Rogues to work with. But I'm not sure if this bomb's gonna... Yeah, no, he's gonna full commit. He was just lining up a smoke. So they'll commit, but it gives time for Rogue to get in better spots. Cadian jumps connector. Hiko stays jungle.
Molly the site. Ooh, great molly to connector. That pushes Cadian and also PKL spots him. Hiko now, he's gonna push through the smoke. Does he pick up Cello?
Oh my goodness. How does Hiko do it? He gets a second. 10 bullets for the third, but Cadian's gonna take contact, and Hiko knows where bomb is, and he knows where PKL is. He's gonna swing, not enough. Goes down. It was almost a stroke of brilliance from Hiko as he finds a player planting and nearly catches the others. And you're right, the craziest thing there is Rogue had 2 mollies. They could have just mollied sight, maybe moved.
Well, they were planning on doing it. They were set up for that planning situation, but that first Molotov hitting the connector, they get the info on Cadian, pushes Cadian out, puts Hiko into that situation. They pop Hiko out through that jungle there, and he's able to pick up the bomb planter on Cello. So even in that 2v3 situation with Cadian being, you know, pushed out of that connector, he still makes himself useful and gets Hiko involved. Great little effort from Rogue. But we do see the buyback. 5 M4s now, and the A split coming in very quickly.
Sick is just gonna high top L, and he's gonna spot Showtime break kill and a spray transfer while blind. Disgusting from Sick as Vice will be up to the task as well, and it's Cello alone. Rogue, like shadows in the night, somehow they get kills like that and players in position that can do plays. Exactly what Sick did, just unreal awareness that he remembers he saw a player going default. As Cello, as magnificent as he may have been on Cash and so far in Mirage, he'll need
nuts.
Cello needs something like that.
The fact that Sick picked up that second kill blind.
Cello taps away, triple peak, 14-6, and it's kind of dire. This is one of those late round resets that hurts. or later in the game score wise, that definitely hurts. Even if it's first rifle, it's painful.
And there it is. I said that they were going to either force buy, or they were going to go for that full save and play for the OT, but here it is, the confidence in luminosity. They are going to be going for the force buy, and a little bit of a V fake here from Yellis. He's going to put that extra early aggression to draw out nades. He does do exactly that. He makes Hiko waste his Molotov here. And even keeping that player in GMD. Look at GMD. I like this nade situation from him.
What's gonna happen? Showtime. Finds success. GMD gets 2. We have just gotten a crazy situation. Vice slowly creeps up. Oh my goodness, loses that fight to Yell. 7 and 4. Kadian will have an easy kill.
Nice.
I thought Kadian got that, but it's actually sick back sight. PKL 4 HP. 1 tick of the molly and he's gone. And he can't even afford to peek it if they tap this bomb. He literally has to wait out this molly until it's safe to do so.
Yeah, that was a big kill from Sick onto the site there to really open it up and allow his team to start moving in for this retake. PKL with 4 HP. He's not even going to be going for it. It's a lost cause for him. He's going to save his weapon going into this last round here, get himself an AK.
Yeah, drop the CZ. This is where you just hero AK, don't you?
Kadian might even buy somebody an op. Drop his M4 and pick up an op. Nope, they're going to keep the 5 rifles. Yeah, nope, yeah.
Yep, maybe.
Nope, doesn't happen there. And Rogue, they're going to be playing 1 anchored in A this round, 1 under that balcony area, and I like this setup. You have that initial player, Kadian, towards that firebox. He's looking for the frags, while you have Sick just spamming the smokes, playing that support role here. Let's see how this works out for the Rogue side.
Flashes come over, Sick, volley towards a ramp, baiting for his player and Ninja. As Sick sprays away, it's Kadian in fire, excuse me, but he's only able to get the 1. The Galil and AK immediately answer back from Luminosity as Vice. His top stairs lurking, great nade from GMD to even us up in man count. The molly towards jungle may throw a little wrench in Rogue's plans, but they're both top connectors, so they don't mind.
Yeah. Look at the Molotov too. Vice now, he's going to be able to Molotov out that firebox, most likely push Cello. And then the rest of the terrorists set towards that T-ramp. This could be a full defuse if Hiko makes his way into the site.
There's the molly. Cello's forced into default now. And he will go down to Hiko. Good control as Vice has a smoke of his own. So does GMD. Smoke on bomb. Here they go. GMD gets the first. PKL alone. Lines them up. Spraying away frantically, but can't find Vice. This is GG and series done. Rogue eliminate Luminosity. And they move on. And I mean, Rogue have been looking clean in EPL and continue to just look fantastic. Especially Kadian, who's turned it up lately.
Yeah, Rogue off to a great start. Kadian as well following suit. GMD, I'd like to point out, the new addition to Rogue. Wow, he's playing great. He's playing phenomenal. And there it is, Rogue picking up this first series. 2-0. First on cash. A little bit closer, I'd say, than this map. Rogue looking a lot more confident in regards to this win. 16-4, I believe. 16-5 was their scoreline, but folks, do stay tuned. I mean, just before we go away, I don't want to leave you guys hanging because there is a sick giveaway going on. Keith, would you like to tell them about it here?
It's an iBUYPOWER computer.
Ooh.
Stacked with anything and everything you need to frag out and farm that R-dubs and ADR. So I'd enter if I could. I mean, I might, but I'm not going to tell you that. But you should certainly enter. It's free. Get your name in there. Get your name in the hat, and maybe you get drawn, and you can take away a PC. You know, maybe if you already have one, it's a streaming PC, or you give it away if you're a nice guy to your brother, sister, aunt, me.
Anybody close to you, right?
Yeah.
Anybody close to you. It's $1,600,
we'll
guys, in value, so it is definitely something you want to get involved in. And once again, thanks to our sponsors for making this all possible. Intel, Western Digital, Microsoft, Samsung, and Radeon. You guys are champs. You guys are beauts. And we'll be back shortly, guys. The next matchup, do believe, will be the side of NRG. And I'm sorry, it has slipped my mind on who they are facing right now. They will be facing Splice, sorry.
Ooh, a Roka-less Splice.
Roka as of late. Yeah, exactly. Has walked his way out of Splice, so it's going to be interesting to see that new lineup developing. NRG, on the other hand, playing very good CS over the last little bit. So, going to be a very nice matchup for us here, guys. And stay tuned. We'll be back shortly.